Hi, my name is Russ Kimball. I'm the owner of Evergreen State Heat AC and Evergreen Eastside Heat and AC. This video blog is about the strategies and tactics around a $99 furnace clean and check. You see these advertised all the time. And sometimes they're not $99, sometimes $129. But all of them have a number of things in common. They're basically to entice you to come and check out somebody's services, and it's not necessarily in your best interest. Let's talk about the actual costs it takes to actually perform a maintenance. First thing is the cost per hour of the technician. The technician makes close to $75 an hour, give or take. That includes wages, that includes benefits, that includes sick time, that includes money that goes to the state for labor and industries and employment security, a variety of areas. Second thing is overhead. There's a cost to somebody picking up the phone and answer it when you call. There's a cost to having a building. There's a cost to having a truck that goes out to your location. That's closer to $65 an hour, give or take. Depends on the company. The combined costs of both the technician and overhead is about $140 an hour. That's a good number to go by. So then, let's think about the time it takes to do the work. It's going to take about a half hour to get to your location from the previous call, and it's going to take somewhere between an hour and a half, an hour if it's a gas furnace, an hour and a half if it's a heat pump to do the work. So we're talking total between travel and doing the work and meeting with you to have a discussion about the work, we're talking 1.5 to 2 hours. If you take 1.5 and 2 hours and figure at $140 an hour, you're somewhere in the $200 to $300 ballpark. Hard costs for the company. So the next question is, how do they do it? You're charging $100, but your costs are $200 to $300. So there's three different means of how companies typically do this. First thing is they go out of business. 95% of all heating and air conditioning startups are out of business within 5 years, closer to 97% within 10 years. Second thing that happens is they send an underqualified individual, usually in a subcontract basis, who doesn't do a very good job, but they're cheap and they're quick. The third thing that they do is they're there in a bait and switch strategy. They're looking to replace parts or even the entire system. So the $99 becomes $1,000 or a $2,000 or even more expensive replacement of your heating and cooling system. So let's also talk about what is included in a proper clean and check. First thing is travel. As I mentioned before, it's about a half-hour travel. And know that they're traveling in a $40,000 truck that's full of tools and a whole bunch of other things in order to do the work. It's not like doing an auto repair where you're going to the auto repair dealer. We have to come to you. Second of all, there's a number of other activities that are involved to do it properly. All systems have thermostats and controls and filters, and most systems have condensate pumps. Gas furnaces have heat exchangers, ignition systems, burners, inducers, venting, blower motors. We get readings on igniters, we measure the gas pressure as well as the suction pressure. Air conditioners and heat pumps have all sorts of electrical components, blower motors, strip heating systems, indoor and outdoor coils that need to be checked for buildup and line insulation. We have to measure the amps on condensed fans and compressors. In closing, you have a number of options to consider. You've got price, you have thoroughness, you have the skill of the technician. This video blog was really about telling you everything involved in a clean and check and maintenance as well as the marketing strategies. Good luck with your decision.